I was listening to the radio, and the third plane hit the Pentagon. And, I have to say, I burst into tears, thinking the world is never going to be the same. Our nation is never going to be the same. We are never going to feel as safe as we did yesterday.
Lauren Schuler was on her way home from a vet appointment on September 11th, 2001, when the terror attack struck. At the time, she worked for the FBI in Baltimore and went to work immediately at the Pentagon.
The Pentagon side had collapsed completely. It was hanging and dangling. There were office spaces readily visible inside. The fires were still burning, so there was still a lot of active smoke, which you could smell, the ash, the burning, and the jet fuel. Just very unusual fumes. I'd really never smelled anything like that before.
Lauren was part of the FBI's 9/11 evidence recovery team. The Pentagon had been hit by American Airlines Flight 77, hijacked by terrorists shortly after takeoff from Dulles Airport. Jet fuel set off an intense fire. Part of the fortress-like walls were crushed.
Sometimes we didn't know what we were looking for, just anything that looked interesting, which would, of course, include human remains, personal effects, anything from the airplane that looked like a black box, or, that's what we had in our minds that we were searching for. We couldn't identify if it was a terrorist or if it was a passenger, if it was somebody in the building, typically. But we would document where we found that person or those remains or that personal effect, and that would be written out on the cards, that went with the bodies.
189 people died in the Pentagon. 64 were on the plane, including the hijackers. Conditions after the crash, Lawrence said, were dangerous. Early on, there was little protective gear.
Of course, all we had at that point were the hard hats, the masks. We had like dish gloves that came up pretty high, heavy-duty rubber gloves, and we were working in 6 inches of water.
Lauren spent 5 days working in the Pentagon. Slowly over the next few weeks, she returned to her normal duties with the FBI here in the Baltimore field office, working on cyber crimes. 15 years later, still working for the FBI, she became ill. She was diagnosed with a blood cancer.
In 2016, I began having symptoms of illness and eventually was diagnosed with multiple myeloma. As we went through the diagnosis process and I discovered what it was that I had, this blood cancer that I had never heard of, I did what anybody would do. I Googled it. And the first few things that came up were articles about 9/11 first responders, and that this was one of the major cancers that they were suffering from.
Lauren is now among thousands of former, current first responders who are suffering from what are believed to be 9/11 related illnesses.
The combination, mainly the benzene from the jet fuel. So that's an ingredient in jet fuel that, if you research, can be the primary catalyst to multiple myeloma. But, we're also talking about the general dust, asbestos that was in the building that we're inhaling, all the other chemicals and oils that came out of that airplane, and whatever else that was in the building, that we were breathing in.
There are now 81,460 people registered as first responders with the World Trade Center Health Program, a federal program to treat health conditions related to the 9/11 attacks. The list is growing. 270 new registrations were added in June. On the FBI's Wall of Honor, 17 employees are recognized as having died of 9/11 related illnesses. Lauren's illness forced her to retire from the FBI in 2019. Her cancer is now in remission. I'm Jane Miller, WBAL TV 11 News.